All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Check. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Rosen looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
He was designing blitzes right at that moment. Could have been June, early July, didn't matter. He gets after people, and his defense played as they did during the preseason when they led the NFL in takeaways. They had 5 takeaways in this game, and also a first win for his rookie quarterback, Josh Rosen. How about that?
Yeah, and he hit fellow rookie Christian Kirk on a 75-yard bomb on their first offensive snap. So good win for the Cardinals. And they'll start to drive the ground with Johnson. And he plays, he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. This is taken in by Trent Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, now let's go. 319. 319.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. Hot, 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 hot. Crash, crash, crash. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And incomplete on the deep ball. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
95, 95.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Let's get it, let's get it.
The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets them 14. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. the football, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dale Buchanan in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So
Dominates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Boom, 90.
On second down, here's Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Gone, 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 gone. Over, 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 over.
Third and long here for Rosen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown,
too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Brandon Marshall, 49 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. So when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically get out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. Guess what?
And this is going to be intercepted. Peter Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano, how about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to fair bearing in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name. You didn't want to say Kaimi. There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, though, real quick.
Yeah,
that
Greg,
kick Greg Joseph.
That was a Phil Necro knuckleball.
Should it have even counted?
Yeah, it should have counted. And the Browns, I feel like they deserve that after some of the tough luck they've had. Nelson's got it here right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Lucky 56. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Double dog, that's the way. Motion, motion, motion.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Single. Kill. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gone!
Rosen will throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone.
Now it's Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Detroit.
Now Rosen shrugs him off. They're hauling it in, Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Green 39. Detroit.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 20. Wilson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
After the interception, here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Keep working, fellas. Smart that.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin. And they stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Hurry up,
because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams 3 of the next 4 on the road, I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop it on the New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw is Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hey, here I come! Gun!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set! Blue 90!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Well.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Over!
Now Rosen on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This is Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Tempo, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Pulled in at the 24. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play on the interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark.
How we doing?
He's the one that got to him.
Watch it
He
now,
takes
Barney,
him down for a
Barney.
loss of 9.
Detroit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this
we
yardage
go
back
now.
after the sack. 2nd and 19.
3-19.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something
here we
here
go.
on 3rd
Green
down.
39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch right. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked.
Of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on, run. Bring him in. Woo! You got it.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. 319. 319. Right there. 54, Mike. Go.
Time for a break.
Go.
Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the gun, it's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Come on, tempo. Hey.
Now it's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
You got 4.
Here's Carson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Come on,
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.